Welcome. Today we're going to be doing the ambient lighting on this Audi A4. As you can see, my car currently has only the white ambient variant, and today we're going to be fitting ambient to the dash right here all the way going through there. We're going to be fitting the ambient on this door, which is non-existent, but on here the light will be going through here, here, and I believe that's it. Oh, and here in the handle. So yeah, basically what you want to do first is I'll start from the doors, which I've already done the front left door, the driver's door, and right now I'm doing this door right here, the rear left door. And first of all, what we're going to do is take off these, which is really simple. So when it's on like this, what you want to do is take this right here, and when it's on like this, you want to shove the orange one right here, so this clip goes loose. Then you want to go underneath here, because this is really soft. You want to go boom, boom, and then I think, yeah, and there's one clip right here as well. You just want to go like that, and then this actually slides out. As you can see, we have these clips right here. So this, you'll actually need to do like that to take it out. And once you've done that, you have some Torx screws, which is, as you can see, right there, and right there. Once I get the, there you go, right there. And you don't need like a impact or anything. All you need is just this, because this is really loose. So you just go ahead, and where is this? Okay, right there. As you can see, literally hand tight. And you want to just unscrew all of these. So once you have all these screws out, what you're gonna want to do is these door cards are actually held on by these little things here. These like mushrooms or something. And the easiest way I found to do it is by getting these two and putting this flat one like this, so it creates like this, I don't know, L shape or something. And you wanna get your torch on the phone or flashlight or whatever, and you can literally see them right there. It's like very chrome metal. If I can get my camera to focus. Yeah, you can literally like get, you know what I mean. And they're literally everywhere. Well, not everywhere. I'm just gonna locate the one at the bottom here. The ones at the bottom are the hardest. Prepared like so. And I'm just gonna put it, oh, very important to do like this, so the flat is on the plastic side. Let me just, there we go. It's really loud, but that means it's good quality. There we go. And you know when you got them all, because your door card now just wiggles. So the way you want to do this is grab it by the handle and lift it up. So like so. Okay. And now we have this bad boy that we need to disconnect, because it's holding on the electronics for the door, and that just comes off by holding and twisting the clip. Yeah, so that's just come out. Turns out you just have to pull it really hard. Then we have this right here. We have this little speaker, but again, that might just be if you have Bang & Olufsen. Push down this safety thing here. And then last but not least, this door card, which is actually yellow on this door. This, the handle thing. God damn, I don't know what it's called. Like the mechanism that opens and closes the door. And what you actually want to do, oh wait, what the hell? It's a bit different on this one. There we go. What you want to do is get this line to be like that, so it's actually free. And then you just want to, there we go. Pull it out. So you just need to like twist it. And then we have the door card. Like so. So yeah, just repeat the process for all of these doors. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys where the LEDs are supposed to go. I don't have a video of the door cards the other way, but you'll see there's like a white or a black little LED, but they go here and also, and in this place you're going to have to drill a hole. The drill is actually included in the set, so you're good to go. This is basically how to install the door card. As you can see, I have the door card here, all prepared. Basically the door card, all you need is an LED here, 3.5 or 4.0 here, so two LEDs here. This is just a blank, leave that one out. Here you need to put in the handle, basically put a flathead screwdriver into the little gap that you see there or there, and then pop the old one out. And then for the storage one, you actually need to drill, put it there. This is where I place my module, double-sided tape. You plug all of the LEDs into the red one, and then into the yellow one you plug in something like this. And I'm going to show you guys how to wire this up now. So basically in the door here, what you need to do is grab this plug by putting the flathead here, pulling this out, and then you need to put your finger into the like security thing. It's like this little pop tab. And to pull, wiggle, pull. There you go. And then basically there's a plug in a plug. I know. I don't know why Audi did this, but it's a good thing that they did, because otherwise, without this, we would be cooked. We would have to split the cables and everything. But as you can see, there's a little tab here. If you pull this tab that way, and then using your other hand, which I currently don't have, push the plug out, you can actually get this out. So you just pull this to one side and push through the other side. We'll just pull on the cables, which I'm going to do right now. There we go, look at that. And then it just releases like that. Slide it out. And now using the new plug, which is here, I don't know if it will reach. So I'll shut the door a bit, just so you guys can see. Using this new plug, no wait, not this one, the other one. Using a new plug, as you can see, you have the gap right there. And you just need to slide it in through the same direction. So you just put it in the space like that, and then you just push it all the way through, like so. And then you put the new plug that we just pushed into the door, and the old plug you plug into this. And that's basically how you do this. Remember, put this plug in, put the little speaker, because I've just forgot to do that on the other door and I've just done it. And most importantly, the locking thing, the unlock, because if you get in your car you're probably stuck. So yeah, let me just do this quickly and I'll show you guys how to also secure the door. Okay, as you can see, the door is kind of being held on. So the way I do it is I take the door, I put it to this side, click it in, then I put it to this side, click that in, and as you can see, it's pretty much held on. It's just being a little wobbly. And so now you just have to go pretty much around the whole door, just going like that. And hearing the clicks. So as you can see, after you go around the door is nice and flush against the metal, and we can do a quick test after. Actually have to switch the light off. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, LED door, contour, storage box. Everything is nicely illuminated. This is how it looks. A bit scary, but as you can see, the multimedia I've already took off. So basically what you need to do is get this main module, if my camera focuses, get this main module right here, and basically all you need is the power for now. If you have the version with the dashboard, then you have these two plugs for the dashboard, and then the last plug is actually for the footrests, so for the footwells. So there's, as you can see, it's white for me there. There's one there, but it's not really accessible right now. And there's one underneath the rear. As you can see, it's white. And we're gonna make that colourful. So that's for that. But for now, I've just plugged in the power, and the way you do it is you take off this giant wire and you take out the grey wire and you put in a new one like this. So this is the wire that's in there originally, and then you take the grey one, plug it in here, and then plug the other end into here. And as you can see, there's an extra like 2 or 3 cables that goes into the 4 cables that goes into the power here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to actually put this over to this side, because if I'm gonna be putting the left steering wheel, might as well put it here. So I'm gonna start off by taking this off and working my way down. So I'm gonna have to find a way to put this through to the other side, but obviously I'm gonna show you guys if I do that successfully, because these actually have to go to this side. Because if you look, I'm gonna have to pop this open, but if you look, then there isn't actually any switches on the right side. It's only on this side. So if I just quickly, it's a bit hard one-handed, but I think I'll manage. I have to manage for you guys. Taking this off is also really simple. You just have to, there we go. And I'm gonna put it over to this side. Some people do it over there, but my dash cam is actually wired up. As you can see, I have a dash cam and it's hardwired over there. So I'm just gonna put it in here. I believe this spot, I can put the ambient in there. And then to get the ground, I think I'm just gonna put it here to this bolt. So yeah, now I'm gonna have to find a way how to put it over there. But honestly, I'm gonna have to take off the center console anyway to get this light and the cup holders. So I think the easiest way to do it is just by dismantling the center console and then putting it through there, I think. Way to take off the center console over here. I'm gonna actually take this off in here. And there's a screw right there. And then in a minute we're gonna take this off and unscrew that. So let's just quickly do this one. There we go, that's out. And then for this one, I believe, if I have my plastic tool, I believe you just lift it. I've already had a go to just like yank it, and as you can see, it's actually already going. But I'm going to use the plastic thingy to. What? Okay, that just got launched. The easiest way is to just go like through that, and then it just goes. Right, anyway, we have that out the way. Where did my Torx go? In between the chair, great. Right, and then we have another Torx on here, so we're just going to take that off. We have this unscrewed. We're actually not going to take this out. We're going to take our plastic tool again. Hold on, because I'm going to lose the screw. Put this in here. We're going to actually have to take this bit off. So we're going to start from here. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. There we go, boom. And then we're going to go from the other side. like so, and then my screw just got launched. So I'm just going to continue going up. Yeah, that's quite the crunch. Hold on. Have I not unscrewed this completely? No, that's unscrewed. Oh, there we go. It must have not been unscrewed completely. There we go. Wow. Just like that. We are off. There should be a cable underneath here. Yeah, there it is. From the other side. Yes, it's just a simple push down. Disconnect that. I'm gonna put this in the back of the car so it doesn't get lost. Okay, on to the next step. Okay, so now we're gonna take all of this off. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it a bit differently than all the others. I'm just gonna pull this so it's out. Okay, I've actually ended up pulling this out because it does not want to go. Maybe without this, it will go. Okay. So now for the center console, this whole part, don't take off this because apparently it breaks easily. This is the trim, so if you crack it, you literally have a visible crack here. The way to get this out is you have to take all of this out, so unscrew that. And what I've done is I went ahead and put this there. As you can see, there's like this little out thing here. And I've gone right here with this one, with this tool. So this is just the straight one, and then this one's the U-shaped one. And I've just been going like that all the way around, all the way over here. And then here, you just have to wedge it nicely in between. And as you can see, it is slowly but surely coming out. So I've officially got the center console out. It was probably the hardest thing of the whole dismantling. If it's stuck in this corner, there's some like glue here, I don't know why, but yeah, basically once you go around, I recommend to put the little prying piece here in the corner and then in this corner, and you should be good, and the whole center console comes out. So now we're going to get on to the cup holder ambient light. Guys, so I have the center console wired up. Basically, the easiest way I can explain this is the water cup holder, which goes into the water cup holder cabling, which is attached to the saddle lights. As you can see, there they are. So this all goes to the saddle, and if you Google translate this, it will say saddle, and then this one will say, I think, glass cup or something like that. It's strange, but oh well. Then you need to connect the saddle, the water cups, to this split connector. This is the name. It basically has a 1-2 at the end, the X12, and then you connect the other. So this male connector goes to the water cup from the X12, and then the other male connector goes to the main module, which will go eventually under there. Once you have this connected, you need the other female connector to go to all these lights, which will eventually go under the seats. So this is how the wiring works for the center console, and it works. I've already tested it, it all works. I'm not going to turn it on now because I haven't got the gear selector. I haven't got the gear selector, so I won't turn it on now, but believe me, it works. And then after you've done that, to get this off, you actually don't need to take this off. That was my mistake. I have to put this back now. But you do have to take this off so you can actually wire the main module through the other side. To do this, what I did was I grabbed a really hard like construction cable, and I've just led it through here, and I've pushed it through. I've actually taken this off because if you actually take this off, you actually have access to there, so you can pull it through even more. Let me just put this back. No, it doesn't want to stay. There we go. and then you can eventually push it from here, pull it from here. So it's literally the top here. So not through there, not through there, here. So through the top bit, and then this will sit here eventually. So yeah, now I'm gonna be doing the dashboard. I've already like loosened it up through here. If you put your prime tool here, it actually pushes it through. But I'm trying to get this side off now, and I'm guessing the cable has somewhere to go through there. If not, then possibly through here. I'm not sure yet. So yeah, that's a mystery for now. And then you have to take all of this off. Obviously this is only if you have the dashboard as well, which I do have. And just a quick heads up before I forget, for the center console I've used the 4.0 ones, because for some reason in the package, if you buy the same kit that I have, you get like this little bag that says perfect center console, and you'll actually have these in here, 5.0. These are too big, they literally slide around everywhere and they're no good. So I've taken these from the doors. The doors actually have 3.5. What I've been doing is using the like blue drill thing to I have this blue little drill thing. I'll pop it up on the screen, and I've been actually like, I guess, sanding away little like safety clips, because every single LED here that runs through here is like this transparent thing, and on the very end where you plug the LED in, they have like this little thing that goes up. I've just drilled that off and it fits like a charm. It literally clicks and everything. So yeah, so I'm keeping that for there. And for the center console, you need these two cables, these 1 meter and 1.5 meter. There you go. So I'm guessing 1.5 meter goes all the way through there, or the other side. I don't know. Actually, might go through the other side, because if my module is there, then the 1.5 meter will go through, and then this one will go. So yeah. So now moving on to the dashboard, as you can see, we have this whole chrome piece here that needs to be removed and replaced by the one with the LED, because by factory they don't come with the LED. If they did, we would just pop in an LED and just, you know, bomb. But unfortunately there's no LED, so we actually have to physically replace this whole part. Now the way to do this, I actually first started to pry this. No, apparently not. We have to actually take this whole part off. So first things first, you have to take this off because it actually goes over the thing. So you have to just pop this off. This can come off with a prying tool. And then to remove this, there are 2 bolts here, and I believe that is it. But I'm just going to unscrew these and see if it actually comes out. Okay, so as you can see, the whole thing comes off. There's actually a little cable there, so don't pull too hard. It's right there, so you just have to clip it out. And it's held on by these two, so if you actually do that, hold on, let me just put it back in. If you pull it out from the bottom, it'll actually be stuck here, so you have to just put your fingers around here and just go, and then it comes out just like that. So now we actually physically separate this, so it should be easy now. As you can see, we have these clips which probably need to be lifted up by the looks of it. Yeah, so I'm going to lift these up with a flathead, and then we should be able to just plop in the new part. And looking at this, I guess we could actually route the cable through there, through the steering column. But I am going to look for a different way, because I don't want like the cable to be trapped or anything. But I think honestly that's going to be the best way to do it. So check this out, guys. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clips that need to be pried with a screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, and it pops out just like that. Now I'm going to go and take the new one and plop this in. So taking the new one now, I'm just going to go ahead by this side. As you can see, this door is just, for now, plugged in because I was testing the LEDs and they work like a charm. So as you can see, we have the new part right here with the LED kind of just like hanging out there. And if we take this, we should be able to just install this back on. But how are we going to route this cable? I think if we do this, it will be better. I have the new part in, as you can see, went in on the old clips like the original part. Now this is the LED right here. It's a bit flimsy, but I mean it's AliExpress. So I've got this one here, as you can see it's the 5.0 one, and I'm just gonna slide it on until I hear a click. Oh, there we go. So it does make a difference. Okay, that's weird. Still 5.0, but it clicked and it stays on. Okay. And then, yeah, so I guess the easiest way is to just route it through the steering rack there, or the steering column. I'm gonna do this. Check this out. I'm gonna put this, because these clips go on here. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna put this cable underneath. Yeah, OEM certified by that. Oh my god. I just test fitted it. As you can see the LED now, and it actually goes really nicely through this way, as you can see, because it goes out there, and this does not interfere in any way. And here is the little connector, so I'm just going to grab the module for now. I'm guessing this is in order. If not, then I don't think it really makes a difference if I put the left to right and right to left, for now anyway, of course. Oh, I need the adapter actually. Where did I put the adapter? No, there it is. Okay, it's right in front of my face. Yeah, so I'm just gonna plug it in just to, you know, test if it actually works. Gonna turn off my light on the phone, and now we're gonna turn on the vehicle. Oh yeah, check that out, guys, and look at that. Everything is working. Beautiful. Obviously the blind spot assistant won't be working because my left door is still but yeah, check that out. Wow, that looks really cool. Okay, so now moving on to this big dashboard bit. First we need to take off all of this. So to do that, there's actually a bolt right there which I've already removed, a bolt right there, a bolt right there, and a bolt right there. Yeah, as you can see, it's a bit coming off now. And also you need to remove this bit here, which I think you just have to pry up, honestly. It's all just clips at this point. So yeah, just take this off. There's, I think, a bolt here, a bolt there, and then you can just remove this whole piece by just pulling it out. As you can see, with this piece removed, we get access to these bolts. Now the way I did it was I put my pry tool right here in the corner, then it like kind of popped up, and then I went all the way down, so I made sure this little thin piece doesn't snap. So yeah, now I'm going to take these bolts out, and we finally get access to this big chrome piece. This whole bit is out. There's a cable right there which I don't think I can actually disconnect, but I'm not going to actually take this apart because all I need is access to these clips, which I do have access to. So I'm just going to take a flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going to start by dismantling this top trim. As you guys can literally see, same thing as before, you just lift these up with the flathead screwdriver and it comes right off, and we have access to this. My car is a state right now. I'm kind of scared how this looks, but honestly it's not that bad. If you get what I mean, like, it looks scary, but like honestly, what was this, like 4 bolts to get off, and you have access to all of this. So I guess it's not that scary after all. But yeah, now we're going to replace this. Same thing as before. I'm not going to record it because, you know, the video is just going to get longer. We just get the new trim on, and then we plug in the 550 LED that's right there, and then we get the extension cable, we plug that in, and that should be car done, although we do have the footwells to do, so we're going to do that after this. Okay, so check this out. We actually have 2 LEDs on this big trim piece, so this is interesting. So I do have another 5.0, so that's good, but I wasn't expecting that. So I'm guessing we need a cable splitter, which we do. So we're going to need another X12. We're going to have to plug the first 5.0 into the splitter and then the extension cable into the splitter. And then through the extension cable we plug in this LED, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to show you guys the cable in a second. Okay guys, I'm going to try to show the big LED thing here. So I've gone ahead and connected this 5.0. It's taped up because it still doesn't want to stay on, so I've taped it up. I've connected it to this cable here. It's called the X1, which has a female and a male connector. The male connector will go to the main module, while the female connector will have the extension cable, and the extension cable will go from the female connector to the female connector, which is on the other LED on the other side. And then I think that's going to be the best way to do it. So I'm going to do this now. I'm going to connected it up. My mistake. So this is actually the left side over there. So on here you need to connect the X1 connector, and then on the other side goes the extension cable. Okay guys, check this out. I have successfully mounted this central dashboard. Well, let's say it's still temporary, but still. Check this out. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. And what I like about this dashboard, it's not as bright as like the cup holders and stuff. So when I'm going to be driving in the night, you know, it's going to be really nice. So yeah, check that out. Wow, it literally feels like a totally different car once you've done the ambient lighting on the dashboard. Like, it goes from premium to absolutely prestige, which you know, obviously I have the premium plus variant, but still, you know, it's good to upgrade. So yeah, I'm gonna finish off mounting this whole section here, and then I'm gonna get on to the footwells because it's, you know, the cables are still a mess. And yeah, okay guys, so I have pretty much put some of the middle back together. Now we're going to be moving on to the footwells, which are underneath this seat and in the front, and behind this seat. So as you can see, I've got the cables ran through already. So here is the cable. Basically we have this, which is the rear footwell. So this goes there. This is the front footwell, and this is the connector for the footwell. As you can see, I've already got it connected up to the splitter that goes to the module and to the center console. So this is like, this goes like so. So first, to get the front, basically all you have to do is get your tool, which I don't know where I have, and basically go under, unfortunately. And here is the beautiful white LED that we just have to, I think, if it's the same as the, actually, no, yeah, so it just pops out. You just put your screwdriver there, pops out. As you can see, it's literally popped out. It's got some kind of cable, a very short cable, which has the security there. So all I'm gonna do is just boom. Okay, and then I'm guessing, I'm not really guessing. Oh well, that's a surprise. I actually did it 100, kind of, if it actually stays there. Okay, well that's a miracle. Okay, we have the connector right there, and then we're just going to take one of this LED and I'm going to connect it to the connector. Beautiful. And now we should have blue feet. We do not have blue feet. Maybe the connector's a bit iffy. I did do it 100. Now it works. I've just had a heart attack. I accidentally turned off the foot to ambient, I don't even know how, but okay. I apparently went into individual and turned it off. But anyway, as you can see, it works. Now we can just pop it back in. And when we're driving in the night, we're going to have blue feet. And as you can see, also the other doors. The one over there. Just got the last one to do. And then I just have to tidy up this monstrosity. And that'll be it. As you can see, low battery warnings. So I'm going to turn it off so the battery doesn't get drained. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, so it's actually 3 months later. I don't know why, but I forgot to record the Footwells. So 3 months later, the LEDs still work. They are currently red and the garage door is open. So it's not really that dark because I didn't actually end up recording how I cabled them. So this one you saw, but for the rear, here is the rear. Basically, what I ended up doing is along these metal guards, and there's like a little indent, and I basically wired them through there and under the door things, so in the front under these, because they are removable. And then I wired them. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean. Yeah, so as you can see, of course you can see them because, you know, you can't hide them 100%, but basically they go under here, the whole thing comes off and it comes out just here, and then it runs across the metal guard that the chair moves along, and it lights up the rear. That's how I did it. I think it's the easiest way. And as you can see, this is the other side. Hold on, because the light's just gone off. There you go. As you can see, the cable is there. Obviously, if you wanted to hide the cable 100%, I honestly don't know what you would have to do. I guess take the seat out and somehow go through the floor. I don't know. If someone has the courage and time to do that, then fair enough. But this is the way I did it. Car's a bit dirty again. Obviously every single time I record it's dirty. Don't know why, but that's how it looks. Yeah, as I said, overall 10 out of 10, and I hope to record more videos in the future. Definitely exhaust coming soon. I'll show you guys a little bonus for those who watched the whole video and stayed. The first mod, except for the ambient lighting, of course. The first mod has already flew in. Look at that. Got the cold air intake, absolute banger, 10 out of 10. Honestly, just changes the whole ride experience with the turbo sounds fluttering every now and then. Also had my first 0 to 100 run yesterday. Also pretty surprised, and my first experience with the launch control. So yeah, if anyone is looking to get an Audi A4 or getting the ambient lighting, it's a 10 out of 10 car, 10 out of 10 job. Also this, 10 out of 10. I'm really curious how the exhaust will sound. Exhaust will be coming probably in like 2 months time. And then from that, probably some rims, because these are the ones I'm running right now. This is the OEM 18-inch rims. They are pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm probably gonna be buying the HRE P101s. Replicas, of course, because, you know, real ones cost probably more than this car. There's the dog for an extra bonus.